Hello, hello. Let's talk about it. Marquelworld, live gossip session, AEW, TNA, WWE. Let's talk about some gossip. The first story we got going on, and by the way, Marquelworld, the podcast as well. Hi, hi, hi. But let's talk about the gossip. The gossip today, guys, is that Sheamus is allegedly leaving WWE, that his contract is coming to an end, and allegedly, boo, he does not want to resign. So I will look up more into this give me 1 second. I will look more into this right now, but let's look. And happy Sunday, but this is some hot news. This is some hot news. Sheamus leaving WWE, if this is true. Again, happy Sunday. This was 17 minutes ago. Heavy.com, four-time world champion to leave WWE after 19-year run report. Oh gosh, everyone's talking about it. It's hot in here, so I will be taking a couple zips. Nearly 20 years after making his debut on ECW, former Royal Rumble winner Sheamus is reportedly leaving WWE. Sheamus, who debuted on ECW in 2009, is a four-time world champion and amassed over 1,100 wins throughout his storied WWE career. Fightful confirmed that Sheamus is set to leave WWE after his contract expires. The former King of the Ring winner reportedly rejected a restricted extension. Okay, so allegedly, I guess he's rejecting that he does not want to no longer be part of WWE, so he is rejecting the offer, allegedly. That is what's being said. Sheamus last wrestled on the November 17th episode of WWE Raw, teaming with John Cena and Rey Mysterio to defeat the Judgment Day. A month later, the Celtic Warrior underwent shoulder surgery. It is unclear whether he has been cleared for in-ring activity yet, but given that WWE offered him a deal, evidently had plans for the Irish fighter to wrestle. So that is from Heavy.com about Sheamus, y'all. What do we think about him allegedly leaving Cageside Seats? Sheamus is leaving WWE. According to a report from Fightful Select, longtime WWE star and former multi-time champion Sheamus will be leaving WWE as his contract is expiring and he is not signing a new deal with the company. So again, multiple news wrestling sites are reporting this news. Very shocking news. Very shocking, very hot. I wonder what the people are saying online. But where will he go? Will he wrestle some more? That is what probably everyone is assuming. Wrestling News Source 9 hours ago did state this. Reports provide update on rumored tension between CM Punk and WWE. Recent reports have added more discussions to the ongoing speculation surrounding CM Punk's standing with WWE, although neither major outlet has been able to confirm exactly what, if anything, is happening behind the scenes. In the latest edition of the Wrestler Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer stated that there have been what he described as minor issues involving Punk, suggesting that they date back to his loss in the World Championship match at WrestleMania. Meanwhile, Fightful Select noted that it has continued to hear rumors of backstage issues connected to Punk dating back to WrestleMania. However, the outlet stressed, that none of these claims have been independently confirmed and that the situation has not changed from his previous report released last week. So again, there's some stating that he's getting ready for his return, CM Punk. There's some saying that he's a mess and that WWE is not getting along with him. Now we have Sheamus allegedly leaving WWE. So again, there's a lot of changes going on in the wrestling industry. We did see recently with the TNA shit, there was a lot of people leaving and coming and leaving. So we have the same for WWE. We have a veteran like Sheamus allegedly leaving. We do have the not the Young Bucks, the Motor City Machine Guns. They just left. Remember, they wanted to help the tag team division. They got rid of them, but now they're bringing back Enzo and Big Cass. So again, a lot of shakeup is going on in WWE. So they're getting rid of some tag teams, and they're bringing some tag teams. Some people are leaving, some people are joining. Real crazy, shaking my head. Sheamus said, okay, hey Frank, how are you? Real crazy, shaking my head. Spetty, Sheamus to AEW. That's what I'm saying. Was he cleared? Maybe he will go to AEW. Uh-oh, I didn't even think about it, child. I didn't even think about it. Sheamus, who was his tag team partner? And again, it's hot. Isn't he in AEW? Claudio, weren't they a great tag team? And or was it no, I think it was Claudio and Sheamus. And they always had a nice feud with Tyson. No. That was Tyson Kidd. Never mind. That was Tyson Kidd who was with him. Never mind. They always feuded with Sheamus. But that would be good, Sheamus and Claudio. Some reason I thought Claudio was with Sheamus at one point, but I'm thinking about Tyson Kidd. That was his partner. Still one of my favorites. Sheamus knows what's going on in WWE. So basically, he knows the inside, and that's why he's leaving. How are you, buddy, Anthony? How are you doing today? I'm doing well. There was a big thunderstorm here to the point that trees are all over the road. But it's still hot. Very weird. Very weird. Thunderstorms, but still hot. Very odd. It is a lot of drama backstage at WWE, and Triple H won't say anything about. So yeah, they are keeping it face. They're trying to make sure that the fans don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Again, very strange. We haven't seen CM Punk in a while. Remember, after WrestleMania, he did state that this won't be the last we see of him on that Raw, but we haven't really saw him since. With the Cody Rhodes situation, Sami Zayn, we will see that on Raw. Are we going to see CM Punk in Chicago? I would think that CM Punk would be going to Chicago. Why I say that is because, I mean, it's Raw. It's Chicago. They're having the championship match on Raw for some odd reason, even though it's a SmackDown belt. So I'm only putting two and two together that CM Punk will make his return. Or was Claudio with Sheamus? Oh, maybe I'm thinking right then. Maybe Claudio was with both Sheamus and Tyson Kidd. I swear he was with Tyson Kidd at one point. But there go my memory. There go. What was his name? Cesaro? What was his name in WWE? Cesaro? Okay, so they were a tag team, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. But I thought, yeah, maybe my memory did serve me right. I thought Sheamus and him, when Sheamus had the mohawk, they were team. Okay, they were a team vaguely. He was with Sheamus in WWE. So I vaguely remember that. So, okay, so I am remembering correctly. Thank you. Because I did think, okay, maybe I misspoke. I thought maybe he was with Sheamus at one point, Cesaro / Claudio. But then I was like, oh, no, he was with Tyson Kidd. But then I was thinking about it. No, I think he was with Sheamus at one point when Sheamus had the spiky hair and the mohawk. I do recall them being like tag champions together at one point, I thought. So, again, will they bring that back to AEW? We have Big Bill, again, leaving AEW. This would be a massive shakeup if he goes to AEW. I will say this, someone that does not get talked about, which is Spetty's favorite, but no one really talks about her, is Miss Dakota Kai, Charlie. What happened to her? I don't know if anyone has an update on that, but she's no longer really on the blog sites. I mean, we did see her wrestle WrestleMania weekend. That was the last time I heard something of her, but what's going on with Dakota Kai? Maybe she's too injury prone for some of these companies that they don't want to sign her. Maybe she doesn't want to get signed right now. I know she's friends with Selena Vega in real life, and they even have their own Twitch or YouTube channel that they do together. Was Josiah Williams, wasn't he like a producer, or he made music for WWE at one point? So again, just bring that up. What happened to Dakota Kai? Is she ever going to get signed? No one really talks about her anymore. Child, it's hot. And I had to put on a little something on today on my face, so it's hot. But yes, I like to bring up people that we don't talk about. You know, I don't like to just talk about the headlines. What happened to Dakota Kai? I know that's Spetty's girl. What happened to Zoe Starks? Remember her? She got injured. And then she was coming back, but then she never came back because they released her as soon as she got cleared to wrestle. Ain't that some shit? Damn. I finally recovered, and then you guys get rid of me. What happened to Malachi Black and Zelina Vega? Is Mr. Black going to AEW? We still don't have any answers with that. What's going on with Sheamus that he wants to leave? We do know the vision that they're trying to get rid of them. Yes, the Vision are no more, boo. Yes, allegedly they don't want the Vision to be no more. I'm about to read some comments too. Let me pull some up. This is some sad news. Sheamus is leaving WWE. I never thought this was going to happen. And we have the New Day. They left within the same year, right? Mm. I can't. I just can't. No, I wonder if they gave him a bad deal. I'm just trying to figure this out. Um, I'm just trying. I don't understand this. I don't understand. Did they give him a bad deal? Like, why would he? You know, we do know that they're giving these people less money. Is that what happened? I'm shocked. Really, I'm shocked. No more information. Let's see what else is going on. So let's talk about Austin Theory. WWE Austin Theory reflects on being Vince McMahon's prodigy, main roster push. Austin Theory was once the personal prodigy of Vince McMahon, often seen in segments with the now disgraced WWE chairman, who also inserted him into a major matches like the 2022 Money in the Bank, which he won. However, with all the controversy surrounding McMahon since his split from WWE, the period has become a dark spot on Theory's career, which he reflected on during his appearance on the Implosive podcast. I don't even know if I could say his name. I mean, I don't know if Theory guessed, and that his earlier days in NXT weren't particularly eventful. He eventually found himself with the way where he was able to express himself better as a wrestler. By the time he got to the main roster, he didn't realize he was being washed over by McMahon until he won the United States Championship. At the end of the match, Vince wanted all the heels to come out, hold me up in the ring, and then as I left the ring, he came at the end of the stage and held my arm. I think in that moment, I was like, whoa, like something's going on. Like we're going places, he continued. Despite the backing from McMahon, Theory is confident that he always was meant to do great things in WWE. I like him. I think he's hot. I do think that Austin Theory. I think he can wrestle. I thought he was going to be like the new Randy Orton, that person in WWE that they would groom. I mean, I think he was like 25 or 23 when he first joined WWE. So thought they were going to groom him to be a big star. I don't know what happened. You know, when they pushed him to beat John Cena, I thought there was going to be more. Him as a heel is natural. I mean, I heard he's a nice guy in real life. I did hear that Austin Theory is a nice guy in real life. So him playing this heel is always good. I am good. He was with Sheamus WWE. Will Cody defeat Sammy tomorrow? I think so. And I'm not even being dramified. I think so. I think he's going to make. I think this is going to be a short reign. I mean, this is a little embarrassing if you think about it. Like, why even give him the belt if he's going to lose that fast? But I'm just thinking, like, why do it on Raw if there's not going to be a title change? So I don't know. I think Sam. But he needs to retain at least one. So, you know what, Spetty? I'm indifferent. Maybe he's going to retain this one time by the help of CM Punk. Oh, he was with Drew? See, I don't even remember that one. But okay, he was with Drew McIntyre. I'm still looking to see. Um, I'm still trying to see what's going on with Sheamus because this is like 15 minutes ago, and I'm trying to see if anyone knows anything. What was it, a money contract? But let's move on. The Miz, I do want to talk about. He's someone that could be a future Hall of Famer, but the way that he's being booked is very disappointing. I mean, now he's like Einstein backstage on SmackDown, getting like his brain studied by Danhausen. This is really all we got for him. But let's continue. Right now, the biggest thing is Sheamus leaving WWE. That's the biggest thing that's going on. But we do have this. Former WWE star Adam Copeland says he handpicked initial Judgment Day members, which, again, it was just Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest that started. The Judgment Day has been a launching pad for several stars in WWE to become prominent names on the roster, as they all reinvented themselves, like Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio. Originally, the group was led by Adam Edge Copeland and included both Ripley and Priest. Vince McMahon said, "I want you to start a group," and they wanted it to be like the Brood. And I went, okay, he said on the Shark Wrestling podcast, adding that he saw it as a 3-person stable, which Vince McMahon allowed him to handpick talent. I was like, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, no hesitation. Those are the 2 people that could make this really cool group, I think. McMahon was surprised by Copeland's picks, which made the veteran realize his boss didn't understand the potential of both Ripley and Priest at the same time. Okay, that's nice. So Adam Copeland, we could say, kind of had a plane in her success because she did not become very popular until that group. Let's just be real. And once she joined that group and became the female of the group, she became very popular. I thought that was a shame. So I truly thought, hey, this can be a vehicle. So hopefully they just start getting more reps and some more experience, he added. And then I go to the feud with them for a year, so I got to be their babyface along with Rey Mysterio. And when you got 2 babyface like us, chances are your heel group are going to do okay. And I'm still going. I think so. It worked. While assessing the spaces both Ripley and Priest are in today on the WWE roster, Copeland expressed how proud he is of both talent and claimed that they both took the stable exactly where he thought they were capable of. Copeland has since joined AEW, where he is one half of the World Tag Team Championships along Christian Cage. So again, I guess he saw the potential in both Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. I will say this, Damian Priest was on Triple A last night. I think they're having a tag versus tag match for the WWE World Championships and the Triple A Championships. So again, Damian Priest being on Triple A, some people are worried this is going to be the norm from him. Oh, that's funny. Triple H doesn't really care about Austin. I think if Sammy wins tomorrow, he drops the belt on Saturday night's main event. So it seems like we don't even believe that he's going to have it until SummerSlam, because we already assuming he might lose it tomorrow. And then we're also assuming that he might lose it at Saturday night's main event. So it seems very clear that we don't have a lot of hope that he's going to keep that title very long. Sami Zayn I'm talking about. Saturday night's main event, July 18th. I think he'll drop the title to Brock in open challenge. I'm calling it now. So that would be different if Brock Lesnar does dethrone Sami Zayn. It may get a lot of headlines that are very upset. What I mean by that is due to he did this to what you can call it, Big E Langston. Didn't he do this to Kofi Kingston where he dethroned him, and a lot of people were upset how he just basically ruined his whole title reign, just the way he ended it so abruptly and so dominant to the point Kofi Kingston didn't have any offense when he lost his belt. Is that going to be the same with Sami Zayn, where he doesn't get any offense? It seems like right now they're trying to get Sami Zayn involved with the Usos. Again, let me stop saying that, with Jey Uso, because it doesn't seem like they want to push Jimmy Uso as a solo star. Which still, I don't understand why. Mm. Still don't understand why it doesn't make sense how we only have Jay Uso as the person getting pushed with the Usos, but we don't have whatchamacallit, Jimmy Uso getting pushed. So I think, you know, I have to edit when I go live. Haven't done that yet. I've been so distracted with trying to find out this news on what's going on with Sheamus. So many years, maybe he realized that he wasn't going to get no title reign. So he ended up saying, you know what, fuck this. I don't even need to be here anymore if I'm not going to get a title reign. We do know he could have been in the same boat like a Natalya Neidhart, someone that's there to enhance talent, and that's not what he wanted. I'm serious. He could have wanted a title reign eventually, and they might have told him, you know what, we don't believe in no title reign for you soon. You don't know how these negotiations go. Some of these wrestlers may have a stipulation on how they want to have a title reign in their contract once they re-sign, or a guarantee that they would get a title shot. So again, I don't know how the contracts go. It seems this could be more of a money thing, and he knows that he's a big name, so he knows that AEW is willing to pay him. We don't know if they offered him a less contract, which again, I'm trying to figure out, a lesser contract this time around, basically saying we do like you, but you haven't really been bringing us no fire lately. You haven't really been around lately, so we don't really think you're worth that much that you used to be worth. So therefore, we want to give you less money. But if he doesn't like the less money, that's on him. So again, that's on him. Again, with TNA, Road Dogg, getting back to TNA news, Road Dogg allegedly is going to be head of creative. We don't know what's going to happen with TNA because there's so much changes going on that we can't really determine what's going to happen. But Road Dogg is allegedly going to be the new head of creative after Tommy Dreamer was released, allegedly, or they just didn't come up to re-sign him. ESPN is going through some shit too with WWE. Like I stated before, they want better. They want better from WWE. They want their pay-per-views to be a little bit longer, so people want to subscribe to the ESPN Plus. So that being said, they want it to happen where where Triple H and WWE agreed to put shit longer. Because again, there's usually just 4 matches with these PLEs, and a lot of people aren't usually buying it. That ESPN Plus subscription, if we don't really have these long pay-per-views, why would we want to pay for that? I love how I can't even go on my page right now. This is so crazy. I don't even know how to go on my own YouTube page to edit stuff because they change shit so much. When I go into the settings, it won't even let me. It won't even let me go on my channel. I can't even Jeez, I can't even go on my channel. This technology is just too much. I can't. I can't even go on my own damn channel when I go on YouTube. I have to click on different links. Finally, I'm just trying to edit this video. I guess it won't even let me go on my own channel right now. But AEW, I do want to talk about the Rascals. They got to shine a little bit on Collision. What do we think about the Rascals? Do we like the way that they're booked so far in AEW? Again, I thought that we would have a little bit more with Desmond Xavier especially. He is a AEW World Champion material to me. I do feel like out of all the Rascals, he would be the one that should be World Champion. I don't know if they're going to do that with the Rascals, make any of them World Champions. But again, a mid-card championship would be nice. Again, they're here and there. Again, main event is supposed to be a new thing to see now. But right now, I guess I'm logged off. I don't know. How am I logged off? This is so weird. This is so weird. Like, how am I logged off of my own YouTube and I use it every fucking day? Like get on. Like, this is so aggravating. This technology, I'm sorry. Like, how would I be logged off of YouTube and I use it every day and I'm always logged on? This damn technology is too much sometimes. Let me log on something that I'm on every day. But, oh, it's hot. Oh, it's hot. Remain safe, people. It is getting hot. Enzo Mari, what I think about them returning, it's kind of sad, though, because Big Bill was under the impression that if he didn't mess up things with WWE, he was going to be pushed as a solo star, but as you see, they're only signing them as a group. Again, does Carmella deserve a chance to come with them? What I mean by that is, does she deserve a chance to come back with them as a trio? Remember, at some point, she was part of this group. Some people do miss Carmella. I do know Carmella. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm just going to exit out of this because this is just being weird. I hate when this technology just be doing this shit. Like, I don't know what it's doing. Why it's not letting me edit nothing right now. It's being stupid. It's like acting like they don't know what YouTube is. So let me just do it on my phone since it just wants to be weird now. I'm so sick of this technology all the time. Like, it doesn't even want to, like, close Firefox. I keep telling it to close it, but it refuses to close Firefox. Can we, like, do something? Like, this is so crazy. Like, how I always have to do more. Like, it won't even let me open Google Chrome right now. Like, can we do something? Like, what are we doing? I know I haven't used the laptop in 2 days, but damn. It gets that slow? See, now it won't even let me on YouTube.com. Like, is YouTube.com down? Like, why can't I go on it? This is very weird. I guess I'll do it on my phone. It's being very weird. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for it. I'm sorry. For it to be weird. And the antics. Of course. Now I can't even do it on my phone. Like, what is going on? Like, why is it trying to sabotage me? This is the shit I be talking about. It won't let me do anything right now. So weird. So weird. So weird technology sometimes. Okay. Saturday night's main event, July 18th. I think he'll drop the title to Brock. People stopped talking about the rumors about Sammy doing an open challenge. Sammy is the type who would do an open challenge for the title. That would be different. I don't think they really do that for the World Heavyweight Championships, do they? So that would be different if he did do that. The next Saturday night main event looks terrible. Oh, so you don't like anything that's on the card? Yeah, you did say that. Now that I recall. I know Brie Bella just lost, so I guess now Fatal Influence is now getting a World Women's Championship tag opportunity. Do we think new champions will be crowned? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Frank. Firefox is the worst when it comes to Google. Because they won't even let me, like, I'm trying to, like, put these tags on these videos, but it won't even, like, let me on YouTube. Like, it won't let me on it. It's being slow. It's like, come on. Like, tonight. I'm so sick of, like, paying all this money for my Wi-Fi, paying money for these devices, but then when you want to use them, they, like, take 20 minutes. Like, come on. I want to work tonight, boo. Not tomorrow. Like, I wouldn't even know why I'm logged off. Like, why would I be logged off of YouTube and I use it every day? Why? That doesn't even make sense. Why I would be logged off. Really makes no sense. But again, that's Firefox being weird, so I'm not going to entertain it. If I want to be a weirdo, be a weirdo. I guess I'm logged off all of a sudden. But I'm now using Opera. Is that how you spell it? Opera. It's like everything's being slow right now. It just wants a reaction so bad. Oh my God, come on. Like, I can't. I guess he wants to take his time and think for 10 minutes before he does something. That's excellent. But I'm not going to stop until we do it, so come on. I'm not about to play these games. Refresh. Like, come on, baby. Let's do something tonight. I don't have time for this shit all day. Do something. Can I open the message, boo? Like, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Why are you taking like 10 days? And this is how I know this is some sabotage shit. This message that shown me, because I sent myself the tag so I can just paste it. They shown me messages from 2 years ago now. Like, you just trying to sabotage me so bad. Like, why are you showing me messages from 2? I don't want this pen. Like, now they want me to fucking put a pin in. Like, oh my God. This is so stupid. Like, now I gotta put in a fucking pin just to, like, open my own messages. Stop. Like, just let me on. This is too fucking much. Damn, this is like taking 10 minutes. Lord have mercy, this technology. Like, why do I have to do all that? I was just on this website a couple days ago. Why do I need to do this pin shit now? Finally, I can finally edit the video. Like 10 minutes later, they finally let me do it. It's just crazy. Like, sometimes just like these iPhones be doing too much too. Like, sometimes I just like do this because there's like too much on your screen. Like, new feature, new this, check this out, give us a rating. You want to give us 5 stars? Like, no, I just want to send a message. Stop. Like, stop appearing on my screen. Type in a pin, put it on security, put your finger on here, do your face scan, do it now. Like, oh my God, stop. I miss like the 2010s, like when we had technology, but it wasn't that difficult to use. Like, shit, you saw how long it took just for me to edit my damn video, because I had to do 1,000 shit. Now Firefox now finally wants to fucking work it, I see. But let's continue wrestling news. Okay, wrestling news, come on, boo. Like, why you acting all fucking weird now? Triple A, speaking of, we did see Damian Priest, which some people think that he's going to be stuck there, but I don't believe that's going to be the case. Bad Bunny, speaking of Triple A, they're teasing that they may want Bad Bunny to make an appearance on Triple A. That would be different. That would be different if he did make an appearance on Triple A. I don't know if it'll bring a lot of viewers, if it's supposed to be a surprise, but him actually showing up would be a little bit different, I must add. Let's see what else is going on. The Miz, still I don't even want to talk about him and the way his career is going. It's kind of a joke right now. Let's pull this up real fast. AEW Collision, them going a day, well, 2 days early. How does that affect TNA Impact? We do know TNA's on Thursday when AEW went on Thursday, so we already know that TNA doesn't like AEW because they did that before, but now they're doing it again. But let's continue. I do want to talk about the Collision results because they are trying to make this a must-watch too. The Death Riders versus Shingo Tengingo and Drilla Malani. Like, again, I can't even like scroll down the damn page because it's just being slow. I'll just do this. I'm not gonna let them like sabotage me. I'm not. So we'll just close this. I'm not doing this retarded shit because that's what it is. It's retarded, and I don't entertain that. If it wants to act retarded, it can act retarded on its own. I'm not even going to entertain that. So you ain't about to get no rise out of me, boo. Trying to act all retarded. Because I bet you as soon as I get off here, it's going to be acting normal. So, nope, you ain't going to get a rise from me. Nope. But let's continue. Put it on my phone. See what I'm saying? Like now there's pop-ups. Okay, don't open up now. I'm not trying to open this up now. See, now that I don't want to open it, now it wants to start to load real fast. No, you weren't doing that 10 seconds ago, so stop. Now all of a sudden you want to start doing shit. But let's talk about AEW Collision. Again, Collision is supposed to be something that they're trying to make us watch again, and I'm trying to put the results, but again, we're having nothing but issues. Error. Okay, whatever. I don't know what's going on. But the Death Riders defeat the Unbound, Shingo Tangangi and Drilla Milani, whatever their names are. Not a surprise. Andrade, who's a babyface now, the way he got dominated on Dynamite, it seemed that he got dominated and beat by the faction, since he did kind of not agree with everything they wanted him to do. He did defeat Brian Cage. Thunder Rosa and Mina versus Zara and Becky. I don't know what's going on with Mina. I thought she was going to be an AEW World Champion by now. A lot of people were dancing with her, but she never wins. The real one. But we know that Mina and Rosa, they won. Thunder Rosa, again, she was someone that was AEW Women's Champion, but remember, she got injured when she held the championship and kind of didn't really defend it. Remember that title reign? So, I'm doing good, Anthony. How are you? How was your 4th of July, by the way? Does anyone want to share their plans on what they did? Did anyone see any fireworks, by the way? I do want to mention that. Did anyone see fireworks for 4th of July? I saw some walking, and I went to a Taco Fest yesterday. Yeah, she won. But when it comes to the big one, she really doesn't win, which I'm getting tired of, because I do root for her, but I don't understand why she's not a champion by now. They feature her a lot, don't they? Why feature her all the time if you're not going to make her the champion? The Demand defeat Sonoko, Chris Nasty, and Jordan Osis. I like the Demand. I like Ricochet. I know a lot of people don't like Ricochet because of what he said about, what did he say? Something about AOS? Or MOS? I know he said something about a disorder. But I know they were trying to cancel him for a while. So you see how that slowly died down. Remember, he was going to be canceled. Remember, everyone was like, cancel him, cancel him, cancel him, cancel him, cancel him. Remember that with Ricochet? But now look, no one's really talking about that no more. So everything dies down. So I'm glad to see that he won. Let's see. I'm still trying to see about this Sheamus. I'm on X right now on Blue Sky. Usually they know the T-Boo. But Sheamus, he'll find a home. What would we want to see with Sheamus realistically in AEW? Do we think that he will become a world champion? Do we think that AEW would put him in that category as a AEW world champion? I do feel like he will kind of align himself with Claudio, of course. Just being real. I feel like he's going to align himself with him. So is this something we want to see? FTR, them allegedly not knowing the future of their wrestling career. I don't know how to word it. Just the way they were sounding, it just sounded like they weren't unsure if they even still wanted to wrestle after taking this break. Could Sheamus and Claudio be a tag team that's good for that division? What I mean by that is we do have, of course, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage just running it right now. We don't have, what's their name? Private Party, and let's be real, they get injured a lot. I don't mean to throw any shade towards them, but they do get injured quite a bit. So, that being said, we could use some more tag teams. I'm sorry. You said Maya World. What? Wait a minute. Did I just? That just shows you how tired I am. Did I just call Maya World by accident? No, Mina. You scared me for a minute. Mina. I'm talking about Mina, the girl that dances a lot. But Maya World, I like her too. Is she even signing AEW at this point? I would think she is. With all these matches she's having, she did have a great match with Mercedes Moné. They tore it down. It was kind of giving me the same quality of Bailey versus Sasha Banks and NXT Takeover. It was reminding me of that. It kind of gave me that kind of quality. Adam Copeland in the Bang Bang Gang defeat STP. Jay White and the Guns. Jay White, what do we think about him returning again? Athena defeats Rene. Mystico, Bandito, and Speedball defeat the Rascals again. And that's why I said, how do we like the way they're getting booked? Again, they're barely on AEW television, and then when they're on it, half the time they lose. So it's kind of like, what was the point of bringing them here if you're just going to make them lose half the time? So I don't like it. Again, Myron Reed, I feel like could be the AEW Continental Champion if they played their cards right. I do feel like Zachary could be the national champion, the AEW national champion. He could have a mid-card reign. Again, AEW TNT championship. Again, if they don't want to give Desmond Xavier the world title, they can always give him that mid-card championship. That's like the best mid-card championship, like the TNT championship, because that was like the first one they ever had. Then they had the Continental, and they merged it. Then they had the national championship. But again, the TNT championship is like the best one to have mid-card. So again, I can see the Rascals all holding gold at some point. Could I see them being trios champion? Of course, yes. That's why I'm not saying that. That's a given. Could I see two of them running the tag team division? Yes, but I also see solo potential in each of them. I'm kind of glad she didn't win, to be honest with you, Frank. What you said about, I honestly thought Maya was going to beat Mercedes. I didn't want that for her, not because I don't like the girl, and yes, Mercedes Moné to me is the best female wrestler of all time, but I didn't want that for her, because I didn't want people to say that she only won because her brother got killed recently. I didn't want that. I didn't want those trolls to have that reasoning to, hate on her, because, there's a lot of evil people online who talk very reckless. So I didn't want there to be she wins, and then everyone brings up how her brother recently just got killed. Yeah, again, I don't want that to be her online experience. There's going to be a lot of haters. Oh, you only won because your brother recently died, and they're just giving you the tournament for sympathy. So I was glad that she got to show the world who the hell she is. She got to put a spotlight on her, and it's not no haters coming after her. If she won it next year, cool. They can't say that about her, because then that's not the reason. It's the reason because they want to push her. So that's the only reason I'm glad that she didn't win, for her mental state. Because I already saw some people making comments, oh, she only defeated Athena because her brother died. So just imagine how it would have been if she won the whole tournament. They would have said, oh, she only won the tournament because her brother's deceased. And I'm sorry, I keep it here real here on Marquelworld. So I keep it here very real. So again, I'm just pointing that out. I don't want to be a fake bitch and not bring that up. Thank you for that, Frank. And again, I don't want to be like, horrible saying that. I don't want to be a bitch saying that, but that's just the truth. I don't want her to win, and then that's all she got. Oh, well, she only won because her brother got killed that 2 weeks prior, so that's the only reason AEW did that for, sympathy. I ain't want that because that girl can shine. We saw what she can do in the ring, right? So is that the real truth? That she only won it because her brother died? No, because she can go in the ring. But them haters gonna make it, especially a black sister. You already know they gonna try to tear down a black sister. Come on now. They gonna look for a reason to tear down a sister. You saw how they were doing that with Jade. Some people was having a field day with her hair, her wig getting snatched. Some people like that. This is so funny. Now that I'm done editing, now the Firefox want to work. That's what I say. It be wanting to rise out of me. That's all it be. It be wanting to rise out of me, boo. And I don't be giving it that. I don't. But I will be calling Xfinity soon. Why my internet being slow? Because I'll be paying, I think, $75 a month for this. And ain't nobody else helping pay my bills. So I need my shit to work. I ain't getting no Section 8 shit. No voucher, no food stamps, no nothing. So I want the shit I paid for to work. Okay? Because if I was late, y'all would be giving me some notices. So come on now. Where's the notice? I want my internet to be working. Oh, Lord. Wrestling Inc. Former WWE star Simone Johnson. Wrestling is a drag and everyone in it is a theater kid. Former WWE NXT general manager and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's daughter. Why do they gotta fucking put that in there? Like, we already know that. Or why can't she have her own solo shine? Like, damn, she can't even be like, we can't just name her, former NXT, general manager. Like, that has to be the first one of the things you say is former WWE NXT general manager and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's daughter. It kind of reminds me of when they used to do this, like, with Michelle Williams and Kelly Rowland. They were like, Michelle Williams and Kelly Rowland's from Destiny Child. But then, like, when it was Beyonce, you would never say from Destiny Child. It would be like, oh, it's Beyonce. But then they still do this with Michelle a lot. Kelly, she's starting to get her own. See, I'm talking about stuff outside of wrestling. But Kelly Rowland, she's starting to get her own respect now. Now that she's in her 40s, mid-40s, a little bit older, people respect her and her solo work a little bit more now that we're all older. But they always respected Beyonce with her. That's why they never gave her that Destiny Child or former Destiny Child Beyonce. They always called her Beyonce. Kind of like with Michelle. They always say former Destiny Child Michelle. Former Destiny Child member. But this kind of reminds me of this. Kind of like with this. Like with Charlotte Flair, would you say Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte Flair? You wouldn't say that. You would say Charlotte Flair because she has her own respect. So again, this is more of a respect thing. And it irks me. That's all. Because I do feel like she had a weird look. I'm not going to say she was the baddest bitch. I'm not going to say she was ugly, but I wouldn't say that she was the baddest either. She had a unique look, so I don't know why they be hating on her. But she had initially remained quiet on the front opening about her departure during the downside with Gianmarco Sorrisi. But then as they got into the topic of wrestling, Sorrisi explained as a proud theater kid that he had always felt a kinship with sports entertainment. I grew up love wrestling, he explained, in the way that it's not the same group as theater people. But it is, she cut and before he could walk back that comparison, it is 100%. It is theater and everyone in it is a theater kid. Like, even if they didn't do it, it is their, like, it is in their, like, when you would meet a theater kid in middle school and you would, like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. Let me reread this. Like, even if they didn't do it, it's in their, like, when you would meet a theater kid in middle school and you'd be like, Same thing. Girl, that, what? Was she on something when she said that? Or maybe I'm on something because I'm not understanding what she means by this. But let's continue. So, right, because, what? Because it is 100%. It is theater. Okay, so let me just start over. But it is. She cut. Before he could walk back the comparison, it is 100%. It is theater, and everyone in it is a theater kid. Okay, that makes sense. Like, even if they didn't do it, it's in there, like, when you would meet a theater kid in middle school, and you'd be like, same thing. Okay, whatever. But Serena continued to describe Undertaker as one of the wrestling acts he had grown up. He was wearing purple gloves and cute little fat tie and long hair. It's like drag, she replied to agreement. Well, damn, not drag. I'm sorry, I don't think Undertaker wants to be compared to a drag queen or doing drag. I mean, drag queen, I can see what she means a little bit, but drag queen, that's usually with the heavy makeup, that's usually heavy. So I don't think Undertaker, I mean, I know he was pale back in the day, but I don't know, maybe a little bit. And it's like drag, she replied in agreement. It's drag. And every time I bring it up to people, they're like, no, it's not. Everyone's in their underwear. It is drag. Everyone's in their underwear. Like you said, they have all this fun makeup and they're wearing these costumes. Okay, see, that's what I kind of meant. So she didn't mean no disrespect by that, but by the headlines, you can see that they're trying to make it like she was basically saying that everyone's a theater kid, but she didn't mean it in a bad way. But if you just read the headline, of course, and didn't read the article, you would think she's insulting the sport. Someone said, okay, nothing new. Wrestling will be nothing like a drag when Saudi owns it. So a lot of people are afraid that Saudi will own WWE one day. Do we still think that's true? I think it could happen within the next 15 years. Someone said, ha ha ha. Whoever wrote this headline knew exactly what they were doing. Yeah, because the headline is former WWE star Simone Johnson, wrestling is drag and everyone in it is a theater kid. Wrestling is drag and everyone, yeah, that's like clickbait. Mm-mm. Oh, let me read the comments. Hey Tyler, how are you? Yeah, true. They were the backup player with Beyonce. No, yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like with Destiny Child, they always. I remember because I was a huge fan of Destiny Child. I was a huge fan of girl groups, to be honest. But that being said, I did like Destiny Child, so I would watch interviews on YouTube even as like a teenager. So I always would recall them always saying Kelly, usually from Destiny Child, former Destiny Child member, or Michelle from Destiny Child. But then when it was Michelle, I'm sorry, when it was Beyonce, it was never that. It was always it's Beyonce. But then again, kind of with the Simone Johnson, why do you have to say it's The Rock's daughter? I mean, we already know that she was the former NXT manager. Why do we have to put in that The Rock is her father? Again, we wouldn't do that with Charlotte Flair. So again, it's more of a respect thing. They were her backup player with Beyonce. Hey Tyler, how are you? Weren't you the one that said something about JCW? I did watch it this week. It was decent. I watched a full episode of JCW, even made a review here on YouTube. I hoped you liked it. I thought about you. If that was you that told me to watch JCW, I did watch it with Vince Rusco, half his company, and the guy, the Scooby Shaggy guy with the white paint. JCW, talking about that real fast, it was different. I did like some of the storylines. I liked the uncle and the nephew. I liked Sunny Kiss wrestling again. I loved seeing her. They were more vocal by saying fuck or fuck you. They were very more vocal the way they spoke compared to a AEW, even a TNA or a WWE program. They were more vulgar. So that was a lot to get used to, but I did like it. I did watch JCW. We did have MLW. That was on last night. MLW Fusion. Cultural hacks the video open, saying soon everyone will taste fire. Bishop Dyer has been locked out of the MLW. The Southern Crown Championship the Bunkhouse Stampede match. Trevor Lee defeats Andrew Everett. Diego Hill, Festus, which I guess he's going with Festus again. Ikiro Khan, Jesus Rodriguez, Josh Bishop, Matthew Justice, Paul Hazer, and the Beastmen to win the vacant title. So I do know that was the headline that Trevor Lee did win that title, because a lot of people were saying that WWE kind of fucked up with Trevor Lee by not pushing him. Wasn't his name Drew something in WWE? Oh, Cameron Grimes. Why did I think his name was Drew something? I remember him that he kind of reminded me of Daniel Bryan when he was in NXT with the long brown hair. I felt like he had like his size, his hair kind of looks like him. I always thought him and Daniel Bryan kind of resembled a lot. When I first saw him, I think he was like way after Daniel Bryan, like a couple years after. Because I don't even think they ever wrestled. Because again, I think when Daniel Bryan was on the main roster, he was in NXT. Or I think like after Daniel Bryan left WWE, that's when Cameron Grimes joined NXT. So again, they were never there at the same time, really. Their paths didn't cross. Again, with the Grayson Waller, by the way, I feel like he's going to get released soon. Not being messy, I'm just being real. Where has he been? Well, sometimes we have to have these conversations, you know. Where's Grayson Waller? I feel like if they're really going to get rid of the Vision, they might as well put him and Austin Theory together. But at the same time, I don't want that to happen just to save someone from their job. So I feel like Austin Theory could be a solo star with Grayson Waller. He could be a great heel, a mid-card champion, but again, they're not really pushing him as that. It was true. Any thoughts on JCW episode? Your first time? I have been starting to watch it. I liked it. Let me look at my notes again. Because I made a review, by the way, Tyler, and I made it just for you. So I hope you watch it. It was at least 17 minutes. I said, I'm going to watch this and I'm going to make a video because you recommended it. So I told you by the end of the month I was going to make a video. So I did make a whole video about it if you haven't seen it yet. I posted that. When did I post that? 2 days ago. 89 Lunacy. That was episode 89 Lunacy. So I did watch it. My thoughts, I liked the girl that was pregnant, the one that was in the beginning of the show who was having a promo. I liked how they were saying, well, basically you fuck everyone. It could be one of the wrestlers that you fucked backstage. They could be the baby daddy. And then I kind of liked like during the match, they were like, do you think it might be one of these men that might be the father? So I liked how they were continuing that storyline, how she's like basically a whore they were making her out to be in the storyline. So again, they're very vulgar with JCW. They're very different. They're very PG nuts. Even again, they even said on commentary, could it be one of the fans? I think this lady was a manager. So again, she was really funny with her heelish, but they were talking about her like she was a hoe. Finally, Jay I liked. Jasmine is this girl that I'm talking about that's pregnant. She had like the fur coat. I liked her. I like the guy that does the entrance with the alcohol, like be giving the people the alcohol to drink in the crowd. I like that. Willie Mack, he looks familiar. Again, I'm not sure where I know Willie Mack from, but he looked familiar. I like Chopper City, the new JCW Tag Team Champions. Chopper City, I liked them. They were giving me like the '80s disco, and then the Karate Kid, the Bruce Lee. I love to see my black brothers shine. So of course, I was rooting for them. But it was good. It was good. The episode was different, and it was like an hour and 49 minutes. So it wasn't no hour show, no 30-minute show. They were giving you a good show for free. I mean, it's on fucking YouTube for free, so how can I complain? But yeah, Tyler, I hope you check out my review. I made a video 2 days ago. If you check it out, and I hope you like it. So there may be more about this on the show. On the YouTube page about JCW, I may incorporate that a little bit more in more indie shows. Again, I did an MLW review, a live review. Now I did a JCW review. Well, it was pre-taped. I recorded it, but I'm trying to do more with indie wrestling, such as MLW, JCW. So thank you for bringing it up to my attention. I watched it and I enjoyed. Actually thinking about going there myself. To a live event. Aren't they in Detroit? Maybe I can make some connections, honey. One day I want to be on the microphone booth, so maybe I can make me some connections by going. You know what I'm saying? They in Detroit. I can get me some. Put on my little. Put my face up, beat. Make me a little connection. Be in the crowd. Little sometimes intermission. Start meeting some of these people, asking how they got in the business. Cause I know I can rock that mic. Introduce them first. I got a communication bachelor's degree. I know how to speak, honey. I just want to be on the radio. That's why I have a bachelor's in communication. Should have done journalist. I was trying to switch it, but it was too late once I found out. But I know how people communicate. I took a lot of classes on the different styles on communication and kind of how to read people a little bit. So body language, writing, expression. So that was a lot of my studies when I was in university, just how to communicate with others and different styles and different how to read the room. Speech classes where I had to give out speeches. Debates where I had to give out debates and, go back and forth with somebody in front of the whole class. This is crazy. I don't even know why this is even a headline, but Trey Miguel talks about his decision to re-sign with TNA Wrestling. I mean, did he even have a choice? He got let go from AEW, so I don't think WWE was trying to look for him, but okay. No shade to him. We do know I love Trey Miguel, but again, I think if WWE was going to sign them, it would have been more than just one Rascals. I don't think they were trying to just sign one person. If they were trying to sign one person, I think it would have been Wesley to bring him back into NXT. To make him the face of that brand. During an interview with the Knockouts and 3 Counts, TNA Wrestling star Trey Miguel talked about various topics, including his decision to re-sign with the promotion. This is what Trey Miguel said. Well, man, I haven't been there very recently at all. There's been a lot of change inside TNA, with some of the people that have been released or asked for the release and such. But there's a lot of people that are very important to the fabric that makes TNA right. And I like to believe that I'm including that list of people that have to be. With AMC being a new umbrella for us to perform under and to step up to, it gives everyone a bigger platform to show what they can do. I've been part of TNA through some of the worst TV deals they ever had, man. And I'll tell you, my least favorite was when we were on the Pursuit channel. It was a hunting channel. Nobody in professional wrestling that was a fan. Destination America still wasn't as bad as Pursuit. Pursuit was strictly a hunting channel. There were no other shows on there unless you wanted to watch someone duck, hunt, or fish. You're not watching a demographic with a station like that, but everyone knows AMC. If you ever watched The Walking Dead on TV, you were watching AMC. You know what I mean? And it opened up a lot of doors, especially, with the relationship with WWE that we still have. It's awesome, man. I've gotten to be part of TNA through some of the lowest points during COVID when they were No crowd when we were on Twitch with 200 people in the crowd, and I watched us rebuild this thing from the ground when people said that we were dead. So it was very important for me to resign because I'm not done watching TNA grow. I was going to say, when is he going to get on to the point? I don't even think he ever said why. I thought he was going to like delude from answering the question by just keep talking. I love TNA. That's been my home for the past 8 years. I'm so confident in which we are moving now, and I want to be part of it. Okay. That was a nice way to put it. I mean, what else is he supposed to say? AEW let me go. My colleagues are still over there. They don't want to sign me, so now I re-signed to TNA. I mean, he's not going to say that. So he's very PR trained. I might give him that. Do you go to the shows? I mean, if so, me and you can go to the show one day. Shit, introduce me to these people. But give me 1 second. You know I'm blunt. If you know these people, give me 1 second to adjust this fucking life. I will say this, with all their masks, it was a little bit different. Okay, I adjusted the light a little bit. But again, what I was saying about the mask, it was a little bit different with the mask. I was given Halloween. I was like, it's just like Halloween. Everyone's painted with their white masks. Even the girl with the sign, she had on a little skirt with pigtails, and then her face was like the white mask on. I was like, okay. I did like the uncle and the nephew, them arguing. I want to know a little bit more about that. The daughter arguing with her father and him saying that the mom died when she gave birth. That was interesting. And by the way, I'm more than likely going to make a YouTube video about what happened with Sheamus. So don't be surprised if all this shit needs to charge. I'm so tired of this. Like now, my phone needs to charge. This shit. Apple owes me a check. Seriously. Apple owes me a check. You know, with how much I have to charge this shit. But let's continue. My favorite faction, JCW, is Outbreak. They cool and they saw me faction. Let me see what my notes were about them. The Outbreak. Let me see if I said anything about these people.